Let's change gears here briefly. I am really pleased with the junior doctors. They are, through the British Medical Association, they've raised two fingers to Mr. Jeremy Hunt. And you mentioned the Thatcher cartoon at the beginning of the show, but the BMA has come out. They've announced 48-hour strikes by junior doctors after this new contract was imposed. What a stupid fight for Jeremy Hunt and the Tories to pick, number one. Why would you want to upset the backbone of the British NHS and run the risk of doctors saying, you know what, screw this, I'll go to Australia, I'll go to the States, I'll go to Canada, after they've trained here for decades and worked very hard to reach a certain point? Why on earth would any junior doctor come to the UK?
Exactly right. I mean, I'd say the Welsh situation, the NHS is controlled
Completely
here,
different,
so it's an English issue, but massively important. Whatever the rights or wrongs of the contract, I haven't looked in detail at the contract, but it's about making, ensuring they work, I think, at weekends, for example. I'm very uneasy about this imposition that Jeremy Hunt's doing. And also, things do need to change. Is that the right thing? Can I tell my own story here? Yeah. This is the NHS in Wales, obviously not England, but my mother was rushed into Neville Hall Hospital, Abergavenny. That's the NHS in Wales, obviously, and she's fine. She's on a general ward now. She's got sort of an infection, dealing with that. So the care is terrific. I think an exemplary, I believe, but I haven't seen a doctor. I was there for 2 days. I didn't see a doctor. And I got there, right, and I said, where is Jean Parry? She said, we know Jean Parry. And so I said, she was rushed in by ambulance. Right? No. So I sat there, and I rang the home, and she was taken from her home and rushed in by ambulance. And I was saying, no, she left about over an hour ago. So I waited there for 15 minutes. I went back to the reception, and they said, oh, yeah, she is here. They checked the computer. I didn't have an apology or an explanation. I then had to go to another ward. Yeah. She's now gone on to a general ward where I went to see her, and I got there at 12 something, and they said, oh, no. Visiting starts at 2:30.
Oh, yeah.
And this is 2016, for God's sake. Yeah. And so I went to get a coffee in the League of Friends coffee place. It's like going back 40 years.
Yeah, I gave I was at a hustings, which is for those from the United States that are listening or from other parts of the world. The hustings system is set up so that all the parties come together in a controlled situation, and this was put together by the group Carers Trust Wales, which are all about healthcare and carers. And I shared the story that I've shared here, as well as other places, about how vital carers are and how our party is so focused on bringing care to the line of duty where it's needed the most, the front line. Yeah. And it was a very receptive audience to that. But yet the Tories weren't there. UKIP wasn't there. And you say to yourself, okay, those are the people that have the most to answer for the dismantling.
They weren't on their
They didn't go to the hustings.
That's amazing.
They were invited, but it was the Greens, Plaid, Labour, and myself.
Were they empty chaired?
Empty chairs only in the respect that they were, they mentioned that they were invited, but nobody could
You can't kick against anything then. I mean, basically everybody agrees with that situation, and the person that you having a go at isn't there.
Yeah, exactly. So, but when they pick these poor fights, they just seem to think that they'll be able to get away with virtually anything and never have to stand up for any of the things.
Awful. That's terrible.